Alright, time for my round 1 game of this month's REV GP. I'm playing 4-color Consonance again against my opponent, who also seems to be on some sort of rampy deck that shares a lot of cards with me. But I think they're on field test for the top end instead of Grand Consonance. So yeah, they're on a field test deck. Looking at this hand, it's actually keepable because Redeveloped Cityscapes lets me pitch something for another land. So yeah, I keep this, and I have a turn to star-studded. I guess, yeah, this is one of the advantages of Redeveloped Cityscape in that it lets you keep, it increases the range of hands you can keep because you can use it to turn one of your non-land cards into a land, and like if you have enough lands, then you just pitch a land from your hand instead, so you still stay even on land. So yeah, I mean, I've been not super happy with this card, but that's just because it forces you to make fetching decisions early. But like, this card can be extremely powerful in this sort of situations where you can't keep a one-lander because this thing acts as 2 lands in one. Well, good news for me though is that I did find another land. I'm assuming I'm pitching a Grand Constance. Like, I probably don't need 2 of them, and Archon is good in this matchup because they have enough creatures for it to matter. So yeah, play Redevelop Cityscape and fetch end of turn for... So I know I'm getting a forest. I'm not sure what my second land will be. Might actually be a swamp just so that Archon is castable eventually. I mean, fetching swamp here would be bad if I top deck into a banished isle because that's a double white. Oh, and they skipped their turn 2 too because they don't have an untapped land. Cool. So I guess forest is coming in, and yeah, I'll go with my original plan and grab a swamp. Oh, Nascent Lightbane. Okay, that's enough lands to last me for the next few turns. And yeah, I just run out star-studded, and they do need to answer this thing. I mean, they easily can answer this thing, but it is something that they have to answer. Like, they can just play Glana on their turn and mines to kill star-studded, and they won't actually have a good response to that. I guess I run out Alranta next turn, and then Glana gets another turn on board, but that's probably fine. Okay, their land base is entirely tapped, and they play star-studded. So this is one of the times where grabbing Archon actually helped, or where yeah, Archon managed to help me, because now I just play Archon flipped and then swing with star-studded. Because otherwise my opponent would just be trading here. And is that what I want to do? Mountain Forest. So this is tapped. So yeah, I guess I'm doing that. And that puts me up to 5 mana for next turn, which means I get to Vasilia. So that's pretty good. Anyways, so transform, attach, and get in with star-studded. And now I get to ramp a bunch. And so they still have, like, they could have 4 mana next turn, which I'm actually not sure what they're doing with 4 mana. Do they have any ways of blowing up my stuff? Okay, they have Chronicle of Extinction, which can clear 2 cards from my hand, so that's actually fine if they Chronicles me. I should just put in chat like the cards I'm talking about, but since I'm waiting for them to make their decision. But yeah, so Chronicle of Extinction is something that they can play on 4. I also want to think about if Glana could be a problem, because that thing comes down and blows up star-studded. I mean, actually, since yeah, maybe they do have Glana in hand, and the reason they didn't play it earlier was because they had entirely tapped REV, or like they drew entirely tapped lands. Speaking of which, like they're running a bunch of tempos. Maybe they run too many tap lands. No, I'm being too judgy. I think they run, yeah, they definitely run enough untapped lands. It's just that they got some bad luck. So let's see what my opponent does here. Manifest. Okay, so that is technically +1 mana right now. And I guess they whack me. So they managed to make use of the Vigilance on the Manifest of Lightbings, which was something I hardly got to do when I was playing Manifest in 4-color Consonance. And they play Miralai. Okay, yeah, that's fine too. So I'm assuming they're ramping with Miralai. So yeah, they +1, they loot, and if they discard non-land, they make a treasure for next turn. So they also have access to 5 mana if they untap. Oh, actually, interestingly enough, I get to swing with Star-studded again this turn, and if that thing connects, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 mana going into next turn, or no, 6 mana this turn, and then 7 mana going to next turn, which gives me a Grand Consonance. So that I probably want to connect with Star-studded. So in that case, I guess I just play Vasilia, or actually I can Vasilia plus make the thing and kill Miralai. So on 5, what am I worried about? On 5, they have access to Rufix, which is a slow card, so I don't have to worry about that if they drop it, because then I get to Consonance in response, and they can't really answer that. Or I have to worry about Czar, which minuses and blows up my Equinox mark. So yeah, I should play out Basilia so that I can protect my Equinox mark from a Tsar minus. Yeah, that probably makes most sense. So yeah, for this turn, I play out Flourishing Crevasse. I mean, technically, I can also play out Aranta Visionary to protect my thing, but then I have no follow-up plays unless Aranta flips me into something good. Maybe that is better than running out Basilia into a possible Tsar. Actually, yeah, I'll go for that. I think I've convinced myself. So play Aranta Visionary. Let's see what I flip. Yeah, okay, that's not good. Well, I guess Aranta Visionary is going to get sacked to Tsar if it ever comes out. And I'll swing the Star Set at face, making extra land token. And now what? Yeah, I can't do anything else with this mana, so I just pass, and I feel very unhappy about playing Aranta instead of Basilia. Actually, now I'm fine with sacking one of the Equinox marks because Aranta Visionary gets me my 7th mana. So I did allow them to untap with Miralai, which could be a problem, but Miralai makes tap treasures, so like the most they can play this turn is 5 mana, which is fine by me. Chronicle of Extinction could wreck me. No, Chronicle doesn't do too much. It wipes my board and then I just Consonance. I just untap in Consonance. Oh, actually, wait, right. So going with this play lets me play around Chronicle of Extinction because, like if I play out just Vasilia, then I had a creature and a Planeswalker, and then they Chronicles me and I lose both. Although in that case, I just untap and slam Consonance afterwards anyway. Yeah, like there's no horrible situation for Krufix. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. So the good news is that Krufix doesn't do anything on the same turn it comes in, so I'm fine with this. And hopefully Grand Consonance flips me Bash the Isle so I can get rid of the Krufix. Well, my opponent passes, and let's see. Oh well, or I just draw a Bash to the Isle. The question now is like, do I need to play Consonance this turn? Because I can just go Bash the Krufix, Star-Setted Swings again, and that gets me enough mana for Vasilia Plus. And then I still have 2 cards in hand to protect my Grand Consonance from a possible discard spell. Yeah, they have like 2 possible mass discard spells. I think that's probably the right play here. Yeah, so get rid of Krufix, swing with Star-Setted, and play out Vasilia. I can't do it in a different order. No, Krufix is active right now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so or I can just kill Miralai and that deactivates Krufix and I can swing in, but that's bad. So I think I always match the Isle here, so I'll play out my land first and then make sure I don't get massacred later on. Wait, the mana doesn't work out because tap tap tap. So I need to float the green and then yeah, the colors don't work out, so I can't actually make that play. So that like if I put the Equinox mark on the swamp, that actually would have changed things, right? Oh, that's actually no. I have Aranta Visionary. The colors do work out. So tap tap tap, and then or tap tap tap. Post combat, play Vasilia, or actually 1, 2, 3. No, I could just do it natural. Okay, well, actually yeah, just straight up works out. Okay, in that case, I'll go Vasilia Bash pre-combat. Can I do that? No, I can't. I'm thinking way too hard, I feel like. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking way too hard. I'll get rid of the Krufix then. So, I actually need to make use of the extra mana this turn, and I can't. Yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm tapping like this. The Banish the Isle gets rid of the Krufix, and I'll play out Vasilia. Vasilia pluses to put 2 counters on Star-Setted so that survives a field test board wipe. Or, I mean, yeah, it survives either field test or Chronicles board wipe mode. Although I doubt they're doing that. So transform this and stick this on, I guess, the swamp because I probably don't need extra mana from there. And then pass the turn. So pretty good turn for me, and I have Grand Consonance waiting next turn. So even if I get board wipes, I still get to play Grand Consonance. So they plus Miralai again. Does my opponent have a way to blow up enchantments? Because they could get their Krufix back if that happens. Main deck, they do, but I don't think they actually have any targeted ways to blow up enchantments. Like they can Tsar me, but then I have plenty of stuff to sack to the Tsar, so I can just sack an Equinox mark or something, and okay, they concede. Cool, I'm too far ahead. So they do run a decent number of enchantments, but not many that Blood Promoter actually answers. They do play to the board, so maybe I bring down the house, except I don't think I do because they're the ones who are running board wipes. So what do I actually need to beat? Aspirant Bane is kind of interesting, I guess, but they don't run counter spells either, right? They're Okay, so on their end, why am I not running MAME in my deck? Okay, well, I don't think there's anything super interesting in their sideboard that they can bring in against me. So are they a graveyard deck? They kind of have graveyard stuff, but not enough for me to care about. So about bringing in a dedicated grave hate card. And they don't have enough early things for Let Them Eat Cake to be actually useful. Club Promoter, again, is kind of whatever. It randomly blows up Manifest of Light Veins, I guess, but that kind of it, I guess. It could also blow up a random treasure, or it blows up a star-studded. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to run this back. I think this configuration is ideal for trying to grind out the game. And also, yeah, Crown Guard ban isn't coming in because I don't think Crown Guard ban is how I'm winning this game. Okay, interesting hand. If I find a land, this hand's great. If I don't, it's not great, but oh no, it is pretty great. I have like 3 cards that look at cards. But if I don't find a land, then this hand's absolutely horrible. Because I get stuck on 1 land. So am I willing to take that risk? You know what? I'm up a game. Yeah, I'll take the risk. And they play turn 1 tap land. Let's see if I draw my land. Ooh, nice. And I'll play Forest first, I guess. Yeah, so to enable Heart of the Glade for later on. So I have an absolutely insane amount of ramp right now. Okay, so I might actually chump Star-Studded if it comes down to it. Yeah, I think I definitely do chump Star-Studded here because the turn afterwards I play Almatha and actually I don't have a land for that. I might have to let Star-Studded go through, even though I really don't want to. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen if I let this thing through? They go up to 3 mana, so they can't slam anything. Yeah, I think all their 3 mana stuff is double pipped, so I actually don't lose too much if they whack me. So I think I'm actually fine with this. Yeah, because it doesn't let them play anything out this turn ahead of curve, and I need this thing to survive too, in order for me to play Armata Visionaries on curve if I don't draw lands. I mean, on the bright side, Armata Visionary is very likely to flip me into more lands, so I just need the first one to hit, or first one to land. And a bunch of green, yeah, so I don't think they can actually cast anything super useful because their mana colors don't work out. And technically I can like jam 2 mana harvesters if I draw land instead of Aratha, but I don't want to lose, I don't want to play into their Chronicle of Extinction. Or actually, no, the fact that they play out the forest instead of literally any other land in this spot means that they're color screwed right now, which is a good sign for me. Okay, are they killing my mana dork? No, they have manifest. Okay, I see. Yeah, so they're not color screwed then. Although if I find some way to blow this thing up, then suddenly I'm back to color screwing them. So like if they boarded in main, then they can kill my mana harvesters here, and that's super bad for me. They didn't. Okay, cool. Then that means that okay, well I guess I'm getting all the lands I need. So unfortunately I can't make use of anything. No, if any of these guys were multicolored, then mana harvesters would have been able to give me an extra mana. But unfortunately, my deck doesn't really run that many multicolored stuff. So I guess I go with the original plan of jamming Armata Visionary, right? Because that finds me a land for next turn, and if it survives, I have 2 mana to work, so only Chronicle of Extinctions gets me, and if they Chronicles, then they also wipe their own board, which I'm happy about. Actually, no, I'm probably trading Armata for Star-Setted, because I need this thing to stop making land tokens. So yeah, I guess I have to play Armanta here, and I'll leave this guy untapped. And let's see. And oh, so if I'm greedy, I can actually grab a cassette instead of a land for next turn and hope to just draw the land naturally. And cassette's extremely good in this matchup, right? It minuses to blow something up. So if I take a set and they untap and chronicles me, then that's still good. That's still a good exchange for me. So yeah, maybe I actually can just afford to take a set right now, and because I have enough mana to play this thing out. Although, like, if they kill both my guys, then yeah, now I need to draw a land to play cassette. Also, right, cassette also triggers mana harvester, so it's technically like 1 less mana than usual if I manage to find use for the mana harvester untap. And so, did I already commit to blocking Star-Setted? Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if I trade off Armata for Star-Setted, then suddenly Chronicle of Extinction becomes a really good play for them because or no, just like literally any removal spell becomes a good play for them because that puts me off cassette. Then next turn I Armata and try to hit another land, which is actually fine. So yeah, I think I do trade off this turn then if they go for it. And also if they swing with Manifested Guy, I'm blocking that over Star-Setted because I think they care more about the color screw than the mask than the actual amount of mana right now. Like if they connect with Star-Setted, just oh okay, they're playing a 5-drop. It's Czar. Okay, so I guess they're making me sack something. Yep, well, that's a forced sack for Elrond the Visionary, and I don't want to lose Mana Harvesters, so I guess that's a forced take, which means that they do get to make more land auras, but they're sticking it onto Ephemeral Mire, which I don't think they really appreciate because they like it color skews them. They're going to do it anyways, so like this Equinox Mark probably doesn't do too much, which is good for me at least. Then I need to make sure that Zard doesn't go nuts, I guess. If I top deck a land here, is that good for me? Anyways, so, probably, do I just jam cassette? That feels incorrect. I can go Arata Veterinary, try to flip something useful. Like, I can try to Arata and try to flip a land, and then play a land, play Mana Harvesters, and then leave cassette for next turn. That still lets them get another Sagittarius swing in, but I think that's actually fine. Well, Star survives, then that actually doesn't matter too much. Okay, well, so it's extremely bad into Chronicles of Extinction, but if they Chronicles, then they also wipe their own board, like I mentioned before, and also, like, their mana doesn't work out. If they want the Chronicles, they can't play anything else that turn. So yeah, I think I do Arata and try to dig for a land here. So please flip me a land. Well, I guess that works well enough. Do I need... Yeah, I actually do need the second white source. So I'll grab that, and I'll play out... Actually, no, I'll play out Star Setted because it's a better blocker than Mana Harvesters. So this should be able to discourage an attack from coming in. Again, this still doesn't play around a huge field test. Like, they can top deck at second... No, wait, they're not color screwed right now because of Manifest the Light Veins. Well, no, the Manifest doesn't help with double pip stuff, so if they want to cast a double pip thing, they need to tap Ephemeral Mire and Manifest, so they get like one extra mana out of all those, and then 3, 4, 5, or like 1, 2 to pay for double pips, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. So possibly they can do X equals 4 for one of their things. And okay, they're forcing Arata Visionary sack again. Sure. I already got my value off this guy, so I'm more than satisfied with this exchange. And now they're going to play Glana, sure. I'm assuming that's more removal. They're killing Star-Setted, which is fine, I guess. And now they're hitting with Sagittarius, not making any use of extra mana. Do they actually have a creature in the hand? Like, if they don't play out a creature, then I just use Mana Harvesters to play cassette and kill both their planeswalkers. Okay, yeah, there we go. That actually, it still works out. I just cassette minus the Star Setted and swing at Tsar with the Mana Harvesters. And I can't really do anything else. And yeah, I definitely cassette here, right? Certainly, I do. So then that means that cassette minus has to hit Star Setted, which, I mean, it's fine, but I would have preferred to hit the Manifested guy instead, because that color skews them. But whatever. And I attack Tsar to kill that thing, and then that's my entire turn, but I still end up with 2 2/2s to block these guys. So that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, well, I don't get to make any extra use of the mana, but whatever. It's fine. Right, cassette, minus, get rid of this, make 2 guys, and I get to kill this thing. I mean, they definitely did get... They probably got a good decent amount of value off Tsar. Like, the 2 minuses killed 2 things, but it's probably less value than they would have hoped for, because I'm actually fine if Arata Visionary gets killed because I already got my card from it. So it's like, they played Tsar to tie up like 3 of my mana, or 6 of my mana, except I already got like half their value from them. So it's like, they paid around 5 mana to kill 3 mana worth of cards from me. Okay, yeah, I have to like chump here. If they have Chronicles of Extinction, I guess that it would be a decent play right now, because they managed to get rid of my creatures and then also kill cassette afterwards. Well, they are going to Chronicles, right? Yep. Alright, sure. So I guess they got their value. So like, I probably should have traded off one of these guys. Yeah, whatever. And Basilia again. Alright, so I guess I forgot in Cultivator to look for my next land, and then I play Mana Harvesters after that and hope that they don't get too far ahead with these 2 guys. But yeah. Let's see. Do I get the land I need? Well, that's definitely more lands than I need. Do I need a second red source? I don't think so. I'll take the forest. Also, technically, I don't have a black source right now, or at least if Mana Harvester gets killed. But also, I have 6 mana right now if I untap, so if I top deck a land next turn and this survives, then I get to play Grand Consonance. Redevelop Cityscape. Okay, that probably draws them out of the mana screw, or I mean the color screw. Also, I'm realizing that if I used Cassette and killed Manifested Forest, that means that they probably couldn't have casted Chronicles last turn, right? Pretty sure we have Seascape they drew this turn. But that still leaves Zar on board, which so they just plus and get a land back. So they go up on mana, they still can't use it in the same turn, but oh, interesting. So if I let Star City connect, they can put the land aura on the redeveloped Cityscape and use it right away. Then that gets them access to quite a lot of mana. I think I take, and then because like I still leave open the possibility of them. Okay, how bad is a field test for me right now? Actually, can they Chronicles from graveyard? How close are they to doing that? One. They need the 1, 2, 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. They're like one land or two lands off. I think yeah, I'm fine taking here actually. So yeah, a land top deck means I grant Consonance, and that grabs me a bunch of stuff and hopefully puts me back into the game. 4 damage? Okay. Okay. And they're going to fetch the basics with redevelop. Because I guess they're a land light. Okay, that's still fine, because that means that they don't get to use extra mana this turn. They actually pitched a Hoarding Colubri, which is interesting. Because I would think that that's their top end, so I'm assuming they have one of the X spells. Like, they have field test right now, probably. So that means I really want to Constance before they can field test it out of my hand. I'm not sure if field test just wipes my hand. Or actually, no, field test is single. It's only a single black pip, so they get to make full use of all the mana. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they grab my Grand Constance. That's unfortunate, but I'm still fine because I just play Vasilia, and I think I have to transform Vasilia right away just as a way to block. Do they have a good way to deal with the 7/7? They don't run like hard removal, right? Yeah, I don't think they have a way to deal with this 7/7 that doesn't also deal with Vasilia as a planeswalker. There's think, why would you not take Grand Constance here? I guess if they're banking on me not top decking a land, but then I already have two Vasilia, so I don't think there's any option other than Grand Constance that would be correct here. Yeah, exactly. Either have more removal or something lined up. So Vasilia animates Forgotten Cultivator, and I swing that at Glana, and that actually puts me up on cards, so that's pretty good. And they're going to, okay, just use Glana to make the Harpy. Yeah, makes sense. I might actually transform Vasilia into the one that has reach, then redevelop Cityscape. Not exactly what I'm looking for right now. Actually, no, redevelop could pitch Mana Harvesters, which is probably fine. Yeah. And just like, I'm just double checking that they have no hard removal of any sort. That, yeah, I don't think they can kill a flip Vasilia. Right, in that case, run out Vasilia, animate Forgotten Cultivator. Probably not swinging with Mana Harvesters this turn. So, ooh, nice. I got banished to IO, and I also got a Skotha as a consolation prize. Actually, do I want this thing in my hand? I think banished to IO is still probably better, but actually Skotha might be better for my curve, right? So like if I grab Skotha and then next turn I untap and play Skotha, then they pitch a card and then they have a 6/6 that they have to deal with. Yeah, actually I think Skotha is better in this scenario. Banish is better if they have one of the things that I can't deal with without Banish. So if they have Hoarding Colubri or Krufix in hand, then taking Banish is correct. But yeah, I'll take Banish. Like I have enough late game going on where I don't need to take Skotha, and I can still win. Yeah, I'm flipping Vasilia right away. Transform it into Vasilia. Which one's the one with reach? 5/6. Okay, and play out redevelop Cityscape and use it to pitch Mana Harvesters end of turn. And I guess I'll probably grab another Plains because I do have some pretty white intensive cards. So actually, I can even play out Vasilia number 2, and then just since I already have a Vasilia out, I can just keep plus 2ing the second one, and that keeps putting counter on the first Vasilia. Actually, yeah, I should probably annotate this thing just to make it simpler for my opponent and for the watchers, I mean viewers. And yeah, I don't think anything on their side is ever getting past this thing. Okay, they might actually just be doing a huge field test right now, in which case they refill their hand and I discard everything. I don't think they can kill Vasilia with. Right, they have this. Right. I'm actually fine with this, right? So all creatures that wipes their. Oh, right. They can choose the same mode more than once. Okay, well that's suddenly a problem. Yeah. I guess I have to discard Banish the Isle so that I can guarantee that Forgotten Cultivator gets a swing next turn. Yeah. And I guess I'll just leave redevelop Cityscape uncracked for now because I'm never going to crack it. And then I lose my entire graveyard. It's unfortunate. Actually, no, I don't lose the things I already had in play. So Celia should already still be here. Other things I put, I also actually okay. I also had the mana harvesters, and I'm down to 4 life now too. So I might have to minus Basilia to survive, which is not something I'm looking forward to. Didn't they already tap the forest? Oh, right. There's other mode that shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so Nascent Light Vein. That's going to be redeveloped Cityscape fodder. Unless I need a land drop this turn. You know, I should just crack this thing so that it thins my deck. So what do I want my final black source, and I guess I just grab another planes. I need to reveal that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does transforming Basilia prevent me from dying? It could, I guess. Forgotten Cultivator swings, and I get Banished IO, which is a bit late. Yeah, I guess so I have to transform Basilia as a blocker, and then I hope that I get whacked for 2, and then I hope that they don't have like a giant field test to kill me, and just banish something later on. And I can -3 to gain a bunch of life, but I still think that's bad. So yeah, I transformed this, get the 5/6 thing. Did I play a land? Yeah, I didn't play a land this turn, so I will play out the land, even though it's last card in hand, because I might top deck a land, and then the mana might randomly matter if I like start flipping cards. Oh, well, they have Chronicles number 2, so I just lose. Well, pretty close game. I think like at the end there, I just didn't see the second Chronicles and didn't play around that. So does that suddenly mean that Solgard Lantern is something I should be bringing in? I doubt it. Like they don't bin enough cards early enough for me to care about for Solgard Lantern to be good. Chronicard ban technically does something against Chronicles of Extinction, but like that feels extremely incorrect. So I don't think I bring these guys in. I guess I just leave the same deck as is. Or actually no, they have Manifest, right? So I think randomly like Club Promoter is actually good here. I'll take out some of my weaker cards. I don't actually know what is matchup. Probably the Lay Shards, even though that screws up my mana a bit. But I don't think this is a Lay Shard matchup, or a matchup where I really want to be Lay Sharding. Much rather just get a mana lead early and try to make that work out. Yeah, some like extra copies of Club Promoter so I can start blowing up Manifested Light Veins. And this hand's unkeepable. This is really dangerous. No 2-drops. In fact, I can't even play a 2-drop even if I draw it. But I think I have to keep it just because that's the sort of hand I've been dealt. I want to go down to 5. Like going down to 5 in this matchup is really bad. I might have to, because just like if I don't do anything and they go star-setted, I'm still at 3 mana, so I guess I just Archon. I guess I can keep this. I'm not happy about it, but I guess I can live with it. And I probably need I think this guy's probably better, or at least more useful for me than the Skosa. So Nascent Light Vein is naming green and coming into play tapped. I'm really hoping that I draw. Actually, I don't know what I'm hoping to draw. I don't think I have any good draws right now. Oh well, that's definitely one of them. So do I redevelop on Nascent Light Vein, or do I pitch another card? Well, I mean, I always redevelop the escape right now. I think I do have to pitch one of the other cards. I guess the plan here is, do I pitch Symphob? But like that's my ramp target. I think I might actually just pitch Club Promoter if they don't play any targets this turn. If they do, then I'll just pitch Aranta Visionary. And they don't play any targets this turn. Alright, so I guess yeah, Club Promoter is going. So what do I want? I definitely need a Plains out, and I want to get one of my off-color lands. Yes, because I need that for Nascent Light Vein to be untapped, and also because I needed to play Archon. So yes, I fetch my swamp, I play it into my hand, and I hope that I find the white source eventually. Banish the Isle. That's pretty good. Okay, so now I get to play Armata Visionary, which is nice. They don't have any counter spells, so I at least get my card from this. I mean, sure, I guess I get one of my mana lands, and I pass the turn. So I have Arc of Condemnation lined up if this thing survives, but I doubt it is. Yep, that thing's dead. Well, I'm fine. Again, I'm fine with exchange because I got a card from it. So if they play out a creature, and I guess I'm just going to Archon. Okay, yeah, that also works, right? Let me double check what this thing says. Ouch. Okay, that's fine. Activate can't. Oh, this doesn't turn off mana abilities. Okay, well, now I kind of wish I had Club Promoter around, but whatever. I guess I'm just going to banish the Manifest. Like, I need to keep them off mana. It's not like I have any better options right now. I'm kind of annoyed that Archon doesn't turn off mana abilities, though, because I think, like, the reason it doesn't turn off mana abilities was because the backside used to be able to enchant non-land permanents instead of just creatures, so it made sense that you couldn't turn off your opponent's mana rocks. But now that it only hits creatures, like, I don't know why the non-mana ability clause isn't on there. It just makes the card slightly worse, I guess. Yeah, should IO? Sure. Yeah, I guess they're taking my removal. Okay, so, please give me a play. Okay, well that's pretty good. Actually playing out Star Set doesn't do much. They have Zarman next turn, so I play Buried Colossus tapped and play out Star Set as a blocker, which means that next turn I untap and play Archon. I mean, since Buried Colossus is always tapped, I don't think I gain anything from going Nascent Lightbane into Star Setted, because that doesn't mean I'll be able to play RickyRister ahead of curve. So I guess, yeah, my plan here is to play Archon next turn and hope that it hits something useful, and eventually cast this Shrimpa if I get up to enough mana. So playing Started at least prevents them from attacking with a Manifest. Alternatively, I can just play Buried Colossus tap and not do anything this turn. So then that means next turn I go Nascent Lightbane Star-Studded into... Can't do that. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm just doing a very minimal impact play. But yeah, looking to Archon next turn. I mean, like, if I get to Consonance mana, suddenly my top decks become really good. Like, or yeah, if I get to 5 mana, my top decks become good. So then I have to worry about that. And also, I need to get my red source eventually, so that top deck cassettes aren't dead. If they swing with Manifest, I think, yeah, I always block if they do that, because I want to attack their mana. Okay, well, I guess while we're waiting for the opponent, what good draws could there be for next turn? Cassette top deck would be really nice, because I finally get to kill the Manifested thing, and that they're not color screwed right now though, because they have all their dual lands and stuff. I guess Basilia would be fine. Around the Visionary or Cultivator would also be pretty nice. A second land would be, I guess, it would be fine, because that means I have mana for Shrimpa next turn. Actually, they know I have... Oh, okay, well, if they're going to attack here, yeah, I definitely block. I want them to... Oh, what? Okay, sure. Guess that happens. Before block... Okay, I see. Sure. Probably not the right order to... Or it didn't communicate the order super well, but whatever. Oh, are they finally going to play their own? No, they're just going to play Layshard and pass. I think I'm... Like, if I don't get anything good this turn, I think I am kind of forced around Archon just because it's a play. Okay, Nascent Lightbane, I guess that's naming red. So then I need... I'll have to top deck one more green source for Consonance, but I probably can... I hope I can do that, I guess. So naming red. And then, yeah, I play out Archon so that they have something to chew on, and hopefully they don't try to attack my hand. And also prevents this thing from attacking, technically, which is... I guess it does something-ish. Whatever, like, I just need to play something. I can't not do anything. And then I guess Shrimpa is probably going to 0 after that, like once it comes into play. 0 to get the banish the IO, so that whatever thing they play next gets exiled, and then if Shrimpa survives past that, then I start zeroing the Amarantha Visionaries. If they have a discard spell, then yeah, then I'm kind of screwed. Actually, Buried Colossus might be pretty close to activating. I haven't checked. So, like, if they field test, discard my hand, and draw some cards, then that's really bad for me. Please don't be field test. Okay, it might be a field test, so that's not looking good. Rufix, also not good. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of mana. I can't deal with it right now. Lana, okay, I guess that kills Archon. I mean, I'm assuming they're killing Archon. Yeah, so that's not good. And they get Glana because how did they draw an extra? Oh yeah, they lay sharded. Okay, so I guess Illustrious Shrimpa getting killed by Glana, which is not great. Ooh, yeah, I guess I kill Crewfix then. I'll play out Banish the Isle. Yeah, Banish the Crewfix, then, because that's something I need to do right now. It means that Shrimpa's vulnerable to hand attack, but I guess that's fine. We're both really low on resources, and I just have to hope they don't have one of their bombs. In fact, since we're both low on resources, maybe Crewfix is fine surviving, because they don't have anything to spend the mana on. They don't have Chronicles in graveyard right now. Maybe it is fine to go for Senfa, but the problem is that, yeah, it just dies to Klana, which you don't want to happen. Like, that's such a bad exchange. I get zero benefit out of that, so it's like I'm playing 6 mana for a Banishing Light that doesn't even come to play immediately. I can Senfa on plus, which is even worse. Yeah, I think I have to ban. Maybe like if I hold this turn, what happens? Absolutely nothing, and that's bad. I mean, I can Senfa on the Archon of Condemnation, which technically means that it's a 5-mana Archon that comes in a turn late, which I guess could do stuff, but I don't think that's good. Yeah, I think Krufix is just way too scary to have around. I need to get rid of it. So Beery Colossus costs 7 total mana to activate now. After this, it'll be 5 total mana, so like I can actually Colossus and whack them over a few turns to kill them. And I just have to hope that they don't get more Glonatics. Like they drew a land. Okay, please don't be a field test. It's Chronicles. That's actually not the worst thing in the world. Well, no, it's horrible, but I guess it could be worse. They're going to, well, can I kill Glana from this range? Redevelop Cityscape. Not so good now that there's nothing to exile from hand. Do I play it out anyways? How much does this cost to activate? 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't activate it right now. So yeah, now we can see the problem with Redevelop in that if I play this out and I top that Constance, I can't actually cast it, which is really bad. Do I hold Redevelop Cityscape in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 2 mana away from Flashback and Chronicles. I can hold this as a way to protect my Grand Constance, I guess, if I draw any. Yeah, I'm playing it out. I think like this is kind of a lost game right now, unless something big changes, because even Grand Constance top deck doesn't get me out here because I don't have the colors for Grand Constance. I mean, on the bright side, if I draw a land next turn, then I guess I crack Redeveloped, it played out the 2 lands, and then I get to animate Buried Colossus and swing for something. Alright, please don't be anything super impactful. And their crew. Okay, they got Chronicles mana next turn, which is a problem. Or actually, no, Chronicles doesn't do much because I have no board presence. I'm actually, they're going to get rid of Glana. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That means that suddenly my Planeswalker top decks become live again. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess I'm using Redevelop Cityscape to thin. So yeah, getting my 3rd forest so that I can actually cast Grand Constance if I draw any, and I don't think I need a second color of any of my splash colors, so I'll just grab another forest for good luck. Okay, right, I need to like put this in hand and then play it. So can I activate this right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 mana off. Alright, that's unfortunate. So hopefully they top deck a land, and I mean, then we just stare at each other for a bit until I flip like Grand Constance or something off the top, and then after that, hopefully Grand Constance flips a Banish to the Isle so I can get rid of Krufix in the same turn that I drop like 2 Planeswalkers, or I mean a Planeswalker and a creature. They're both okay. Hopefully that's a good sign. It means that they don't have anything impactful right now. Unfortunately, that's a bad sign. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but I can activate Buried Colossus now. Is there a point in playing out more lands right now? Could matter if I Constance into something, but I think it's better to hold. Yeah, it's better to hold cards in hand in case, or to bait my opponent into playing discard. At least that's my logic at least. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I mean, this actually does kill them in 2 turns. So like, if they have no, yeah, okay. Yeah. This actually kills them in 2 turns. Like, if they don't draw anything, then this might actually be better than I thought. Okay, so does that mean I play out my land then? Yeah, I think so. Like I don't have a way to punish them for playing out their discard spell, because their discard spell is also draw them cards if they don't want discard. Alright, so did I manage to dodge anything impactful for the 3rd time in a row? Oh, they just, cool. Didn't expect the game to end like that, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, GG, that was extremely close. And Buried Colossus coming through in the late game. Huh, that's hilarious, actually. Anyways, so that's, I'm up a game. I just need to win 2 more games to make the top cut, so hopefully I do that. And yeah, see you next round. See you next game in this GP run. See you next time, I guess.